everyone, and welcome back. Thanks for listening to I Got My Real Estate License, Now What? I'm Elizabeth Groshar, a licensed real estate instructor and broker owner of EDG Realty and EDG Realty Refer in Sarasota, Florida. Welcome to our second episode. Today I'm going to discuss a little bit about your sphere of influence, kind of what it is, how you want to work it, and why you want to work it. Your sphere of influence will likely account for most of your business, so it's important to make sure that you work it to the best of your ability. All right, let's get started. First, to know how to work your sphere of influence, you need to know exactly what it is. Think of your sphere as anyone that you have ever had contact with. Your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your best friend, your hairdresser, the random multi-level marketing friend from high school that won't stop messaging you on Facebook, etc. Basically, anyone you know now or will know in the future are going to make up your sphere of influence. It is just the people around you. Next, you want to build a database of that sphere, and if you haven't done that already, it will likely take you a long time to do, but once you do it, it will be super easy to add on to in the future. In my personal opinion, Excel is the best format for this. It uploads easily to CRMs, and if you don't have a CRM yet, you can just do it directly on Excel and then upload it there. If you don't have Excel, a free online spreadsheet version called Google Sheets, it will allow you to export it into multiple formats. Your fields should include, but not be limited to, at least the customer's first name, last name, phone number, email address, and how you know them. If you don't have all of the information, such as like if you only have a phone or you only have an email address, you can just put those in and then add the rest in later if you ever get it. If you're having trouble thinking of people to add to your database, you can just do a quick Google search of who to add to your sphere of influence. It'll come up with a much more extensive list than what I gave you. If your sphere is not that big now, don't worry. It will likely grow along the way. So put everyone that you're meeting into your database as you grow, and it will become like a routine task. You won't have to even think about it in the future. Now that you understand kind of what a sphere of influence is, you need to understand that everybody has a sphere of influence, including other agents. So those other agents have a sphere, and a lot of their people might be in your sphere as well. So you and another agent might have a customer in the same sphere. So an interesting fact that I've read on the profile of home buyers and sellers with the National Association of Realtors is that the average person knows 12 real estate agents. Just thinking about it, I can think of 12 that I knew before I became a realtor, and the amount that I know now is just excessive. So what does that mean for the average agent? That you're going to be up against multiple agents that are all personally known to a customer in some way or another. That same study, though, shows that 73% of buyers and 82% of sellers only interview one agent to handle their sale. So your goal is to just be that agent. And we're going to discuss a couple of ways you can become that agent. First and foremost is going to be to familiarize yourself with your market. If you do this, you will have great success. If you're new and not already familiar with your market, make it your goal to do that. You're going to want to know the neighborhoods in your market like the back of your hand, and you want to make your knowledge known. A good way to do this would be to set up a newsletter, a Facebook group or page, a blog, a podcast, or really any way you can share information about your local neighborhoods. You can do videos or posts on new restaurant openings, market statistics, things to do, new communities in the area, events, and so on. Your sphere will see these posts, and the more often you share, the more memorable your posts will become. You want to be the first person that someone thinks about when they are moving to an area. So as a reminder, I'm in beautiful, sunny Sarasota, Florida, if anybody is thinking about moving here. You see what I did there? So if you want to focus on a niche market and your current sphere isn't in that particular market, you want to start spending time where you think people in that niche are going to be spending their time. That way you can grow your sphere. For example, if you want to focus on farms and land, you can go to like a local 4-H show or maybe horse shows. If you want to focus on waterfront, maybe like a local boat club or something similar. Or first-time home buyers, you can hang out at your friend's apartment complex pool on the weekend instead of going to the bar. Whatever it is you're looking to focus on, kind of get out there with the customers in that specific focus and spend some time. I'm not saying to go to like your friend's apartment complex and like harass the neighbors being like, hey, thinking of buying or selling? I have a solution for you. I'm an agent. But, if somebody does want to try that, feel free to go ahead and report back to me. If you want to be successful and continue to add to your sphere and make it worthwhile, do your research and see where those customers are looking and go find them. Back to the apartment complex example, if you're hanging out at like an apartment complex where people are currently renting, you're more likely to run into or casually meet a first-time home buyer than you would at, say, like a casino where people are gambling. But if your niche is those who just came into a lot of money, then the casino might be actually a good place for you to go. Another way you can work your sphere is to, wear your attire, your real estate attire. If you're looking on YouTube now, I'm wearing my logo. So people might look at me and be like, that girl's an a-hole. But I'm an a-hole who sells houses and looks comfortable doing it. So later when I go answer the door or something, probably for the Amazon man, he's going to know that I sell real estate. The goal for your sphere is to associate your name with real estate and real estate with your name. Becoming a familiar face in the community will eventually lead to trust. So really put yourself out there, be friendly, show your personality, and just get out there and have fun. If your personality is bad, maybe try using someone else's. As you navigate through real estate, you're also going to meet a lot of other real estate agents, realtors, and they will now be a part of your sphere. Just because they aren't a customer now doesn't mean they won't become one maybe in the future or refer you one in the future. Believe it or not, real estate agents take vacations from time to time, and they don't always have a trusted partner to refer their business to while they're away, or maybe if they decide to switch markets or go into another line of work. So don't limit your sphere to only people outside of the real estate field. Add everybody. If you can't gain a customer, you can always gain knowledge, and knowledge is great, or maybe even friendship. So cute. So if this podcast was too long and you didn't listen to the whole thing, just scroll to the end. I'll summarize for you real quick. You never know who will want or maybe even need to buy real estate now or in the future. So work on building your sphere and letting everybody know that you're a real estate agent. Make your presence in real estate known. Don't be shy. Get out there and sell. On that note, I'm Elizabeth Groshar, licensed real estate instructor and broker owner of EDG Realty and EDG Realty Refer in Sarasota, Florida. If you or anyone you know needs help starting your real estate journey, please feel free to reach out with any questions. Thanks so much for listening. Have a productive week working on your sphere. You heard?